Hello, everybody. Welcome to week 4 of the course here. So we got another week down. Hope everybody's doing all right. And so my topic this week is going to be what makes you happy. All right. So that's the topic. And my point is you got to love what you do, whatever it might be, or what you're going to do. So you're in school, you got plans for the future. You're not sure what you're going to do yet, or I use this line, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up. But either way, it's like, you gotta love what you're gonna do. And you know, things like status and class and who we are and where we come from is an excuse. We should be able to do, it does not matter the industry, the career, the type of job you do. Okay, what matters is what makes you happy. And there's nothing wrong with being a whatever it is you're going to be. I've been around long enough where I've ran across people who kind of look down upon uh, people who work in certain industries, and it's just childish. But there are people who think that way. But you can't let that impact you. You just do what you love doing, and I'm using myself as an example here. I tell people I don't know what I want to. I didn't know what I want to do when I grow up, and I still don't. So I say that quite a lot. My background, my parents got divorced when I was around 6. My mother was from Ireland. So she took me back to Ireland for like 4 years. Then we came back to the States in like the middle 60s. I went to school and everything. But World Trade Center here, actually when that was being built or finished, almost finished, done, me and some of my friends in high school, we'd go down there, take an elevator up to the top. You just walk in. There was no security or anything. The place was pretty much almost finished. There was a few, I guess, businesses in there, but it was pretty much empty. And that was just kind of one of those memories, but it was interesting at the time. And so anyway, for me, so in my case, I joined the army. I dropped out of high school because I had some, there was some family issues going on. And I started out in the infantry, and then I went to went to the went to the MPs. I seen people falling out of airplanes. I said, "Oh, I gotta go do that." So, I did that too. Then I went into special forces and got to do a lot of fun stuff there. What I thought was fun, jumping out of airplanes, things like that. We even got to things like go to the Philippines and Thailand and places, on medical missions. It wasn't all about all the stuff you see about Green Berets doing and everything. The other side of the coin was, we did these other things. So, I enjoyed doing all that. And, I didn't do it for the money. So, after the Army transitioned, did Domino's for a while, running corporate stores in Seattle, then also in Philadelphia. This over here on the right side is a picture of Philadelphia. But so I did that for a while. So I did my own franchise. I had a few stores for a while, and then I transitioned into when I got my MBA and worked on PhD and transitioned to teaching. And and I again didn't do that for the money. I did it because it's something I like doing. I love doing it, and especially at Brian because we have small classes, so I get to interact with students versus if I got a job at one of the big universities where you get 50 and 100 students, there's no interaction. And so, again, something I like doing or love doing, as you would say. Of course, with grandkids, that's another thing. Most of you probably know, I got my sideline of I babysit grandkids. I also got some children's books I started writing where stories about, what we do together. So, there's things like that. And so my whole point here is you got to do what makes you happy. All right. Don't let society or family, friends, culture, whatever it is, stop you from being what you're happy. Uh, don't I don't mean it in a negative way when I say don't be woke. Um, I just mean do what you want to do, not what others think you should do. All right, so we're into week 5, so last week here, and so let me scroll down here. So this week, we got you got an extra assignment here, a guest speaker, Dr. White here. He was actually one of my when I got my MBA. He was one of my professors. So Anyway, so that's the extra thing this week. Still got your discussion, and then the final exam. So hope you've been working on that. Also ask you fill out the survey. Every term, and you probably heard me say this before, I'm usually working on course updates based on information we get back from these surveys. So, if you have, whether it's good or bad, or positive or negative, we appreciate it because that way we're able to, keep the courses updated and changes as necessary. All right. So with that, I'll leave you right there, give you my test question. Uh, the grandkids, their mom and dad took them somewhere. So this past weekend, what do you think they were doing? All right. So I'll let you go 7 days a week if you need me. So that'll do it. Have a great week, everybody.